Good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Locke and this is Mr. Bowie, and today we're going to be showing you how to replace your CV/driveshaft in the 2011 to 2014 WRX and STi model. Now I'm almost positive that this also works for the narrow body version, which is the 08 to 10. We've got Mr. Bowie down here. He's going to be the site foreman today. Make sure we're wearing all the appropriate PPE. If you've been watching the vlogs for a little bit, you'll have noticed lately that my CV has been clicking. It's been clicking very terribly. Cue the footage. Yep, and it sounds terrible. It is embarrassing. Every time I come around the corner, it's just click, 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 click. So, and yeah, it's been getting worse. So today we're going to finally do something about that. I've bought a brand new drive shaft. We're going to replace the whole shaft because it's almost as cheap as just doing the boot. So now you may be wondering, wow, this guy knows how to change a drive shaft in his WRX. No clue, but I'm going to try. I'm going to give it a red hot crack. And you guys are going to watch. And obviously if this is on YouTube, I did it, so keep watching. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, if you have been following me for a little while, make sure you hit up the Instagram, 00lock, and make sure you subscribe because, you know, we're on our way to 1,500 subs and that's awesome. And I've got a new car along the way soon, so you'll be here for when that arrives. So subscribe, like the video, all that jazz. And let me know in the comments section below if this video helped you. Gives me a bit of feedback for you guys for next time. And yeah, let's get started. So the CV we're replacing today is the passenger front side right there. So the first thing we need to do is we need to loosen the wheel nuts so we can jack the car up and we can take the wheel off. Can you get out of the way of my shot, please? Alright, so I've got the car jacked up and we've got it on the stand, as you can see right over here, and we're always going to have it double jacked just for safety purposes, because in case this fails then the jack itself should be able to catch on the side here where we normally pump it up. So we're double jacked up, which is great, and now we're all good to take off the wheel. Alright, so now we've taken the wheel off. So the CV is pretty much this shaft right here that comes from the gearbox, comes up here and it connects to the hub here. So we're going to have to take off this nut to the hub, which is a 32mm. So just looking at the hub nut here, you can see that we've got the nut itself where this little blue paint is. It's been crimped into like this recess bit. So that'll prevent us from moving the nut. So we're gonna have to, I guess, get a screwdriver in there and make that nice and round again, knock that out so we can then use the breaker bar and turn the nut. I've knocked it out with a flathead screwdriver, almost bent the screwdriver, so it's pretty tough. We'll probably get something that's quite thick to get in there. So hopefully that's allowing the nut to now be able to move freely. So we'll use the breaker bar and we'll try and get that off. Oh, jeez. All right, little update. I was trying to move the hub, but it kept moving because the wheel's up in the air. So I'm going to put the wheel back down and have the hub exposed, and so hopefully it doesn't move when I try and crack it. Oh, we got it. All right, we've cracked it. Not gonna lie, I was this close to giving up on this video, but we cracked it, boys. So if you've got a rattle gun, I would highly recommend a rattle gun or air tools. Do not use a breaker bar, that took way too long. There's the hub nut. Alright. Alrighty, now we're going to remove these two bolts that connects the hub to the suspension. We're going to use a 19mm socket and a 19mm ratchet spanner. Oh no, that's a camber bolt. We'll have to get a wheel alignment after this for sure. Alright, there it is. Now the hard part. Alright, I've just been trying to wedge it up and I've nearly got it out. It's kind of on a bit of a weird angle at the moment. But I'm just going to take this brake line off here just so I don't accidentally pinch it while I'm trying to get it out. So I've managed to wedge it up through here so it's freely moving. Now we just need to disconnect it from the gearbox side. So we're going to get under there with a little pinch bar and we're going to see if we can pry it from the gearbox right over there. Right, I apologize for the terrible camera angle, but this is raw and real and this is what you're in for if you're replacing your CV. I've just gotten under there with the pinch bar and I've loosened it. Oh, it's almost out now actually from the gearbox there, but as you can see we've got a bit of oil that's dripped down. It's stopped coming out now, so we should be able to just pull that out. Oh yeah, there we go. Good job, Bowie. Right, and here we have side by side the old drive shaft and the new drive shaft, and I'm not gonna lie, this one seems a slightly bit longer. I know it's definitely a bit more beefier, that's for sure, but I'm a little worried, but hey, I'm sure we got the right part. Let's try and put this in the exact way that we took this out, so we'll go into the gearbox first. So good tip to get the gearbox side in first is I had it halfway in and I had that joint right there about halfway sticking out and it was slowly starting to leak gearbox oil. So I've put a pan under there just to save a bit. But the easiest thing to do was to try and kind of use the shaft like a slide hammer. So try and just like back and forth like this. And eventually it knocked in. So we've got the gearbox side in, so now we just need to get the hub side back in. Oh yep, there we go. Sorry, my knee was probably in the way. There we go. Take this off. Right, new drive shaft is in. Very hard with the camera there, but there we go. We got it through the gear. There we go. Alright, now all that's left is to put the wheel nut back on. Alright guys, we've got the wheel on the ground now and we've got the hub nut on pretty tight but not tight enough. What we're going to do is we're going to torque this up to the correct settings. This hub nut is going to be torqued to 162 foot-pounds of torque. That's equivalent to about 220 Newton meters. So we're going to get our torque wrench and we're going to crank this up to 220 Newton meters. we go. Whew. All right, guys, now the final thing we do need to check, well, I'm going to check, is actually my dipstick oil of my gearbox. Well, because I lost a little bit of gearbox oil and I just want to check to make sure that we don't need to top it up. All right, you guys probably can't see that, but it is just above the fall line, so I definitely put in enough when I changed my oil, so we're all good. We do not need to top up the gearbox. All right, finally we're finished. I'm not gonna lie, there was a bit of a rough job being a first time, and unfortunately now my alignment's out, so I'm gonna have to get a wheel alignment because I messed with that top camber bolt. So lessons learned for this one: if you're gonna do it, maybe don't take the top off, only take the bottom bolt off and disconnect from the tie rod, so you can kind of get it out underneath instead of on top, if that makes sense. But if not, oh well, just go get a wheel alignment. I need one anyways, to be honest, so it is what it is. But the moment of truth we're all waiting for is, does she click again? Does she work? So I'm gonna start her up, and fingers crossed the clicking is gone and everything is fine. All right, I usually click when I come out of the garage, so we're moving. No click coming out of the garage. This is where it usually clicks quite a bit, so here we go. No clicking. Let's go. All right, let's go around the roundabout. No clicking. Let's go. That's what we want to see. Hell yeah. All right. That is it. Well, we fixed the broken CV, so pretty thankful that that all worked out nice and smoothly. If you've got any questions, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll try and help you out as best as I can. And if you liked the video, please give it a like, because this was a pain in the butt to film. And make sure you subscribe if you're enjoying the content as well. Small update for you boys who have been here for a little while and you've gone to the end of the video. I just got word from Toyota that our GR86 is going to be delivered in the end of September. So fingers crossed that is true. That is just around the corner. That is so exciting. I can't wait to move on to the 86 platform and start making 86 videos. So yeah, that's all I have for you today, boys, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.